Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Shadow Gambit the Cursed Crew, where we've got an unexpected invitation to deal with, as well as bringing Lil Yuki on a mission somewhere now that we've got our little bird back. So do we do the unexpected invitation right now? I believe that's going to bring us a second DLC character, so perhaps we hold off for now. Let's go chat to the Marley, see what she's got to say for herself.
This whole affair unnerves me, Navigator. Ignatia is experimenting with my power.
So she knows about it. You said only the crew remembers.
That is inaccurate. She has known ever since our first battle. It was the first time we clashed at sea. A rite of hers disrupted my soul. I don't remember much. When I recovered, we were retreating. I felt it then, the link between Ignatia's soul and mine, like she was part of the crew. It's infuriating, Navigator. Try as I might, I cannot remove it.
And here I was wondering how Ignatia ever stood a chance against you. But you know what, Marley? It won't matter in the end. Want to know why? Because all she'll have are some bungled memories and an old skull. And we will have the treasure.
Aye to that, Navigator.
Right, so that first battle with Ignatia at sea, is that a battle that led to the wounds, which the captain demanded were repaired with a different bit of bark to normal? Feels like that might be the case. So, yeah, maybe Ignatia was part of the crew way back when. She's got curse in her somehow. Yeah, whereabouts is little Yuki? Here she is. She's just chilling. She doesn't have anything particular to say for herself right now. But let's
Now
go
we're getting somewhere.
and take her on a mission. I feel like the Iron Furnace should be our next stop, whether it's for her mission or just for a regular one.
Set a course, Navigator.
Yeah, we've got three options. The Iron Bay, the Isle of Penance. Now, what's the Isle of Penance
The
got?
Isle of Penance, a prison made for souls. Prisoners who died before serving their full sentence are brought to places like this to complete their punishment. Their lingering souls are scraped from their bodies with fire-blessed tools before they are incarcerated in sacred urns.
Seems a bit
Thousands
rough.
of them are entombed in the belly of the fortress, while their bodies have long been discarded. Rumor has it that some souls have been held here for over a century, long driven mad by their imprisonment. Sadly, we lack the means to destroy this prison, and must leave most of them to their terrible fate.
I mean, we could kill everyone who's on it. So we got a relic there with some soul energy. I want to get a black pearl and some soul energy to get another crew member back. What's Iron Bay got to offer?
The Iron Bay. Once a charming and haunted atoll, this island was transformed
It looks
into
cool.
a blazing furnace by the Inquisition's divine alchemists. Cursed items from across the timeless shores are gathered here to be scrutinized and catalogued. Humans suspected of heresy are interrogated and sent to the tunnels below to do their penance. Soldiers who were driven mad by curse or fire are in the sanatorium for treatment. Endless mounds of cursed detritus are thrown into the purification pit at the island's heart. The Maiden's fire turns it all into blessed iron, ready to be forged into armaments for the Inquisition.
Yeah, that seems like a cool place to hang out. Now, we have got a Black Pearl mission. We've got the Relic mission for the soul energy. And then we've got Yuki's mission with the compass, where she is required. For now, though, I think I want to do a Black Pearl mission. So let's select that. And in we go.
The Iron Bay lies in sight. Somewhere here, a black pearl is ripe for the taking.
You know, if I were the Inquisition, I'd have thrown the pearl into that pit already.
They can't. The resulting energies would burn every soul on the island.
Has it got to be purified
It would have been
first?
taken to the smelters to be encased in iron.
Precious little cover and a prognostica to boot. What say you we cause a little distraction?
What do you have in mind?
We set a little bonfire of our own. Those crates would make for excellent kindling. Now we just need some nice, normal flame. There. We can light a torch with one of those braziers. Burn the crates and draw attention away from our prize.
Very well. Now, there's just the matter of getting down into the pit. If you enter the Great Bridge, there will be a door that leads to its base. Alternatively, you can descend via the ladder in the prison. Mind the spikes. Now, let's put your plan into action, Navigator. Choose our landing.
Alright then. So, we have got a serene cliffside. We've got a jagged peninsula. Got a few different... burn the crates is optional. We've got the Grand Docks, and we've got Dodger's Cave. Now, the Grand Docks seems like a fine place to enter. Now, let's see. Whenever a crewmate is not selected for a mission, they become more eager to join the next and generate vigor. The amount of vigor they've accumulated is shown next to their name. Next time you choose a crewmate for that mission, you'll gain all of the accumulated vigor. Huh. So, Afia will get +1 because she's not come along before. Because she didn't come on the last mission. So that encourages variety, which is good.
About
I mean,
time.
the badge encourages variety as well, the Explorer badge. So let's bring Little Bird. I guess then our other DLC character is going to hang out over here on the right hand side somewhere. And now, I mean, if we're infiltrating, Salady would probably be good. But then can Quentin just hook up the pearl with his fishing rod without worrying too much about the distraction? Do we risk leaving Salady at home? We're going to have to at some point. Let's try it. Now, let's put Quentin on 2. We'll put Yuki on 1 because that's Salady's normal spot and she's not with us today. And away we go. Right, so there might be opportunities for accidents around here. It is a dock after all. A couple of acolytes over there. Oh, and a commissarius. Okay. Right then, crew. Crouch.
That's a good trick.
Where do we want you? Not a lot of cover over here. So maybe we'll leave you all here for a minute.
It's an adventure.
And bring old Yuki up. Now, what if she were to set a trap here?
We got little trap.
Got guts, pirate.
Let's go.
Now, can she
Tanuki parade.
distract that guy without getting spotted?
Nice.
No.
Oh, yeah. See that here?
Maybe try a combination then. Let's see.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Let's park all 3 over here for a minute. Now,
Yes, here. Can't catch me.
Yuki. What if you set your trap here somewhere? And now, Quentin.
I'll hold on to what is mine.
Let's see if we can.
I've seen nothing. Finders keepers. Right.
Yeah, let's see if we can
My golden sign.
throw the old skull there.
Well, then.
Now,
Is it a puzzle? Get ready, Kuma.
yep.
Leave it to me.
Ah, yes.
Vile noise.
Yeah, you come over here.
Stroll.
I won't go there.
Don't step in the spider's nest.
Excellent. Yuki gets her first kill of many.
Anything shiny?
I guess there's no reason why we can't just waltz in and kill this guy now. No one else is watching.
Blood and snow.
And they can't really see that guy.
Slice the back, stab the neck.
Not having to hide the bodies is very cool. We like this.
That's a good trick.
Now, is anyone... Yeah, you are watching that guy. Okay.
It always works.
Let's see
A
then.
memory. It's an adventure.
A nice little stroll.
Nice little stroll.
Little spider.
That's another lad down. Yeah, Yuki could pretty much solo this mission, I
Fast
feel.
and sharp.
Okay, so that guy shouldn't be too hard to take out.
All coiled up.
With the same trick.
You won't forget this, yes?
Don't
Right, coming.
this way.
Yeah, you walk this way.
Yes, good trap.
What's the delay here? The
Now,
impertinence.
Commissarius
I shall report this. You hear?
wants to
Report.
come and have a
Your
look.
task demands it.
Aye.
Is he gonna
Hello?
walk to a position where no one can see him? Let's see, he might be in one
Your
now.
power is amazing.
What do we have here? Taking a break, are
Swift
we?
souls.
Now, can we turn that off?
Together now.
We can.
Have you?
Good sword.
Yeah,
Watch me, Sensei.
well done, sword. Okay, so that is just an acolyte. That's cool. That guy is not being watched by anyone, really? By the look of it? Oh yeah, he's kind of being watched by that Commissarius, who he's also watching. Okay. Is it time to bring someone else in to the party? Or do we just bring old Yuki up here? Because I'm not sure anyone's actually watching this lab. Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
Yes, a good memory.
Oh, come on. How are you seeing that? Your sight cone clearly stops
Let's go.
before that.
Demon's tooth.
Right, so if we kill him from that angle, we get away with it.
Blood and snow.
Now. You are watching that guy every now and again. But if Quentin gets involved,
My chest.
well, you've only got a short sight radius. Maybe we want Afia involved.
This memory
What if we
is-
tell Afia to rush that guy and knife him up,
Oh, what's
and we tell Yuki to attack that guy?
Swift soul?
Let's get moving.
Nothing personal.
Right, you get in the bush.
Got a good head in my chest.
And
Let's get you somewhere else.
yeah, Afia, you grab that guy and put him over there.
Yuki here.
That works out.
Yes, a good
Now, we
memory.
don't even need to really worry about that guy
Opportunity
because
calls. Free.
Afia can take both out at once.
Don't hesitate. Heavy.
And then she can drop him in a bush, and everyone's happy. Right, so we've got a tear unlocked. Where are our objectives from here?
Finish your task,
That guy's got a key.
then see a confessor.
that guy's also got a key. Do we need a key? It would allow us through some locked doors there. Is that of use to us right now?
Do not get cut.
Or is that all just a distraction? It looks like there might be no other way, so... But we don't need to get into that area, do we? We just need to worry about these guys. Where's
Ready,
Yuki got
Kuma?
to? There she is.
I can do that.
Yeah, if we can get up to the bridge. Well, there's a locked door down there, so maybe we will need a key. So that guy's going to come back, but that guy's possibly a bother. So maybe it's time for Quentin to earn his money.
Greeting.
There's a commissarius with a bell on his head.
If there is value, it's mine.
Can we use Quentin to just rush the
Through your
bugger
net and capture
when he
the
turns
memory,
around?
darling. Will it yield coin?
I dreamt last night.
Even say.
What is your task?
It's settled then. Landed a heavy one.
Yeah, good. So that's that guy out of the way, and now we've got passage into that area, should we need it. Did you not
Finders
drop off your bod?
keepers, right?
There you go. Good lad.
These memories.
Now,
are
where did that
foolproof.
guy with the key go?
Scrape the
The rod does reach far, but can it reach that guy?
Diamonds, rubies, emeralds. Thank you.
Yes, it can. Good.
She carries.
Okay.
Do we all?
The lack of cover leading up to here is mildly vexing. There's a bit there, though. I don't think it can hurt to have all three in the bush.
Let's remember.
And then... Is it just a case that we could do this?
Better than wanting.
Kill. A fear. Blink across to that one. Yuki. Attack that one. Can we get away with this? Yeah, we can.
They
The
all
Corsair
see-
strikes again.
Cool. So that's those lot taken out. There's a locked gate up there, but we should be okay because we've got the
Corsair is
key.
ready.
Do we
Let's
need
do
to
it,
move up
Kuma.
there with the character who picks up the key? Seems like no.
cut.
Your power is amazing.
You know, descending into that pit might not be healthy for a cursed pirate.
Don't worry. Your souls are made of stronger stuff. As long as you don't jump into the pit directly, you should withstand the fire's glare.
Should withstand?
I have full confidence in you.
Whirling strike. Oh, that's easy.
Oops. That could have worked, but... No, we're too slow.
Maiden guards the heart. Fire shields the soul.
Do we need another key now? Maybe we do.
Remember the Twilight Corsair. Can't catch me.
Okay, timing's off on that because someone
Ooh,
further up is
dizzy.
watching. Yeah. Now those two are watching. Bugger off, you two.
it's an adventure.
One of these blades is better not.
How do we get away with that? Amazing.
Let's remember.
Right. Okay, so we need more keys. It seems. Possibly just the one to get through those two doors?
Got a good head in my chest.
Quentin. That guy's not paying much attention to
I can
anything.
smell gold
So
already.
maybe...
What is that? The curses are upon us.
Okay, that guy spotted us, but that's understandable.
Oh, I remember this.
My chest is off limits.
Right, what if Quentin just sneaks up here? And then...
Reel 'em in. I'll take that.
Cool.
Finders keepers, right?
Right, so we got away with that.
A deal to remember. Remember, Marlene.
That commissarius, though. They're going to be tricky to get past because... Well, are they, though? I mean, yeah, they've got reasonable sight range.
Opportunity calls.
So the question becomes, how loud is Afia's stabbage? Not so loud that we can't get away with it.
Consider it done. See you around, friend. Let's get you somewhere else.
Yeah, let's get you over here somewhere. That should do.
Always move forward.
Now, Quentin,
For treasure.
can you... Let's
Let's
see.
get moving, eh?
Yeah.
Having is better than wanting. Cursed day.
Bam! Down he goes.
Fishing
going?
for another
So yeah,
emerald.
the lack of
and
cover
sharp. Oh,
isn't too
so
much of a problem when you've got this bunch of useful killing machines on the team.
Did you see that, Kuma? The Corsair is
No.
hunting.
Here we go.
Oh, I hope my head doesn't melt.
Your souls are holding strong. You are not in immediate danger.
I wonder how the Inquisition can stay down here.
Thralls of fire, the lot of them. Most of them probably relish its maddening touch.
What's in it for me?
Will it yield coin?
Now, can we get everyone down without any problems? Yeah, we can. Good. So we're in. We're into part 2,
Treasured memories.
where we have more key-bearing folks. We have a Eudex.
Cross the sea.
I don't know if anyone's watching this guy, though.
Demon's Tooth. The Corsair strikes again.
So down he goes.
I can do that.
At your service.
And then this looks like a job for Afia.
Any coin?
But we'll get everyone in a bush as well.
Let's capture this.
Afia,
one
you want to
in
blink
case
up
our
there?
plan fails.
Good stuff.
Soul is free. Enjoy.
Do we need to scoot them up?
Heavy. Heave ho.
Probably not. We can't just toss them over the edge there? That's fine.
I like
We'll
these
leave 'em up there.
odds. Time is on our side.
Now, we've got one guy
I
there.
like it already.
He's being watched by a commissarius. Okay. Unfortunate. He can't...
No second
Yeah.
thoughts, eh?
Let's see if Quentin can't lure some guards
My
over.
head is
Yeah, it's got both of them. And they should now be out of everyone else's
Never
sight view.
look back.
I'll be
So let's
fine.
murk them.
No one will miss it. Yes.
Oh, the alarm. Bugger. We need to be a bit quicker about reeling them in. Perhaps? Quentin,
Anything
what
shiny?
if you throw your
If
skull
there is
there?
value,
Are they
it's
able to
mine.
see that? Would it help if we brought Kuma out as well? Is Kuma necessary?
Let's remember.
Okay, Kuma's not even necessary because they're just coming in. Sufficiently close this time. Okay.
No second thoughts, eh?
Oops, I think I attacked the same guy twice.
Let's
My
go
bad.
back.
I like
No one will miss it. Yes.
Let's get
And then
you
drop him in the
somewhere
bush.
else.
Good.
The
You
Corsair
keep back
is
in your
ready.
bush.
Don't sell me short.
Quentin, grab your head.
Ready to fire.
Good.
Memory captured.
And now, can Quentin lure that guy out of the commissarius's range? Maybe.
Nobody takes what's mine.
I mean, his head does light up, I think, so
Time to get my head in the game.
yeah. So acolytes can see it.
I drive a deadly bargain.
Even at night time.
Another kind of bait.
Something's not right.
That's a big one.
Cool. So that's more folks down, and we're working our way to where we need to be. We've got a key, haven't we? So we can get through a gate. Where's our target?
The rite is being prepared as we speak.
Our target's up there. Can we just get Quentin over there without any trouble? Probably not. But we could try. I'm guessing there's a badge for get it without lighting the boxes on
Never
fire.
look back.
And I'm curious if there
Always
is,
move forward.
and if we can get it first try.
A memory captured.
Oops. Okay,
Time
we need to
carries
do
us
more to get rid of this guy than just
I like it already.
murking him. We need to get that guy taken care of too.
Time freeze. I'll be there soon.
What if we do this? Nope, someone else saw us. But I feel that could work.
Time carries us back.
Yeah, if that commissarius hadn't turned around, this plan could have
A
worked.
memory captured. Straight to the point. I'll snap my fingers.
And yeah, if those guys hadn't also... I got a badge though,
Let's try that
so that's
again.
cool. So we just need the prognosticar not to also be looking. Yeah, you keep walking.
A crack in the glass. We're all cutthroats here. See you around, friend.
Good.
Heavy.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I was like, is this possible or am I just wasting my time?
Moment to remember.
And no, it was possible. I was just doing it wrong. What a surprise. Now, prognosticar is tricky, so maybe we just want to avoid the bugger.
Thus, because in sealing a pearl, we purify the world of the curse's influence.
Straight to the point.
Now, not having a fast
Death's
killer
not the end, eh?
could be a problem.
Do we have here?
That guy turned around quicker than I expected.
Remember,
Consider it done. Let's send them on their way. I have eyes on our goal.
Does that
the
work?
pearl is tightly guarded. You should consider setting these crates ablaze.
Yeah, that works. Now, kind of like Quentin up here.
I like this one.
Careful negotiations.
Aye.
I mean, probably want Yuki up there as well, just because she's a
Got
killer.
a good head in my
But
chest.
yeah, we'll get Quentin over.
At your service.
Not even sure if it's necessary to...
I like
Well,
it
let's
already.
see. Can we just jump on that guy
Heave ho.
and get him in a bush? We
I'm
can.
cast for treasure.
Cool.
Cast fishy fishy.
And we can get rid of that guy just because. Who's watching over here? No one's watching... Well, you're watching a bit, but...
Will it yield coin? Why don't we just burn it?
Your ignorance astounds me, Acolyte. I see much study in your future.
The energy contained in this vile thing would feed the fire beyond our control.
Yes, it must be.
Tight line.
The rite is being prepared as we speak.
Now, can we take out that commissarius? I think so.
Good work, treasure hunter.
Good. I was kind of worried about that guy, but now I'm not, because he's dead, obviously.
Again and again.
But we can sneak through this door. Because I guess we can't just get away with hooking the pearl from here. Prognosticar will probably see us.
It's mine.
I see the Commissarius sharing his boundless knowledge with you.
The pearl will be
So
put
yeah,
in the
we'll sneak through.
purificator with the sacred iron. The Maiden's fire will forge the iron encasing.
It will be dealt with.
I will conduct the rite myself. You
Why is it called the rite of purification?
has she not learned
Nobody
anything?
takes what's mine.
Cool. No one's really paying
I want
attention up here.
Thus, because in sealing
Okay, that...
we purify the world of
That
the
bugger is.
curse's influence.
The pearl.
So this ain't going to work. What we need to do...
Just stay patient. An offer I can't refuse.
is get you in there. And we need
Let's
a
see
fear
what's out
up here as well.
Oh,
Right, yeah, we're going to need to distract the kindred.
If you dare.
Why is it called the right
it will be dealt.
Let's
Has
see.
she not learned anything?
This
from
knife
creatures?
will be your
It
end.
is called thus
At your
because in
service.
sealing a pearl, we purify the world of the curses.
Always move forward.
The pearls are a
that gonna work?
sickness rotting this
Good.
world. In taking them from our enemy, we weaken.
I'll hold on to this.
And now that we're up
Now we're
here...
getting somewhere.
Oops, not you, Afir. Come back.
Careful
Now up here,
negotiation.
Quentin. Can we hook the pearl from up here?
Already.
That would be just lovely if we can.
Fishing for another memory. Treasure fishing.
Doesn't seem to want to hook on. So I guess we can't.
It's a deal then.
Yeah. That just leads us to getting into trouble. Now, Prognostica sees quite a bit. If we could get him out of the way, that would be grand. This is where having Teresa on the team would be nice. But that's fine. Yeah,
What
maybe
do we have here?
a fear. You move
I
into
like
that
it
bush.
Yuki here.
Yuki, you sneak over here. Now, what if
Wake up, little trap.
Yuki sets a trap across here?
Fast and sharp. Your back to me.
And Quentin...
They all seek my riches. It's a deal then.
drops down here and stands by this
Why
guy.
don't we just burn it?
Your ignorance astounds me, Aconite.
Right, Quentin, get ready to stab.
In your future.
Are we
Yuki,
going?
The energy contained in this vile thing would
Distract
feed the fire
this
under
kindred.
our control.
Sneaky dead.
It must be sealed.
Where
The
will my
rite is
feet
being
take me?
prepared as we speak.
okay. Okay, what happened there?
Calculate! Rectify!
I'll hold on to what is mine.
Why didn't that work? Did somebody...
This feels so
Was somebody watching the kindred? Or was the alarm already set off? Because yeah, no one seems to be watching the kindred at this
It's
point.
a treasure. Diamonds, rubies, emeralds.
Now, that Commissarius is watching over there, so he
Why
saw...
don't we just burn it?
Right,
Your
Yeah.
ignorance astounds me, Aconite.
he saw that kindred go
I
down,
see
which is the
much
problem.
study in your
Okay,
future.
so,
You have what I want.
you attack there.
The energy contained in this vile thing would feed
Yuki, you set your
Ready,
trap in
Kuma?
a different spot, please.
Yes, good plan. This is fun.
Not interested.
It calls to me.
Yep, down the ladder. That guy's going to come over, and this time he should die outside.
Nasty surprise.
Cool, that's the kindred down.
Yes.
I'll hold on.
No.
Good memory.
Actually, yeah, you just drop that bod, Quentin, because you can hook it.
I see the
Line
Commissar
and sinker.
sharing his
Good.
boundless knowledge with you.
The pearl will be put in the purificator with the sacred.
Memory captured.
Now,
Fire
there
will
are
forge the iron encasing
times
pearl.
when this acolyte
I will
isn't
conduct
chatting,
the rite myself.
so I think I
You
should
may
then be able to
watch
draw them over to
if you
somewhere.
dare.
Are we going? Right, coming.
I think it's only when they're in conversation that they can't be distracted.
All coiled up. Sneaky dead. Follow the little ones.
Okay,
No,
that didn't work, but maybe that's because she was already in conversation again with the Prognostica.
Fire will forge the iron encasing.
So many tricks.
Okay, let's try
Wake
this.
up, little trap. Follow the little ones. Ow, ow, stop it!
the rite is
Okay, yeah, that's just not going to work because
Unleash
they're busy.
the pain.
Maiden's fire will forge the iron encasing the pearl.
I mean, there is an easy way to deal with this, which is
Let's see
firearms,
what's
which we've not really used much.
One shot only.
It's just too many enemies.
I'll be there soon.
I don't want to resort to firearms, so.
Why is it called the rite of purification?
The
I was
curses
kind of hoping that we could do this without the torch.
A sickness rotting.
You did say it was optional.
In taking them from our enemy,
What happens if we just distract the prognosticator? Does that...
all things.
My gaze falls upon you, creature. Your
Okay, so that
end
traps
is
us.
nigh.
It doesn't alert everyone else. And then we die. Okay, but the fact that this guy can't really see what's going on over here
Can't refuse.
means we could move these two up.
Cross the sea.
And then we try 3 things at once.
Remember the Twilight Corsair.
My sword
Try and
is
distract
razor
him.
sharp.
And you two kill your targets. How does this work out?
If there is value,
And then
Kuma? Oh, so sharp.
Yuki, rush around there, deal with the prognosticator. Okay,
Good sword. This is fun. Ugh,
nice.
heavy.
So that works out. And now we can grab the pearl and leave.
We've done it, Kuma.
Well done. The Black Pearl is ours.
Hard to imagine, eh? That such a small thing could harbor so much energy.
A Black Pearl is innumerable souls condensed into solid form. The power of thousands rest in that little orb.
And here I always thought they were simply magic baubles.
No, Navigator. Your soul is empowered by those drawn together in such a pearl. What energy we use in the ceremony is minuscule in comparison. Now, enough lecturing for today. Find a tear and return to me.
Cool. So that's mission done without...
Glad
I hope I
have
get a badge for that. I feel like I deserve a badge for solving that without using a torch. But now it's time to bugger off when we can make it out in one piece. Which means we wait for that guy
Straight
to
to
go.
the point.
And through here. And we should be good at this point.
No second thoughts, eh?
Yeah. Well done, everyone.
Back
We're
to the
coming,
Mali
Molly
and
Sam.
So yeah, it seems like a cool island. Nothing profane. Don't set fire to the crates. I knew there'd be a badge for it. I'm always second guessing these things in these games, so I'm kind of glad it's not showing us any of the badges until the end. Because in the previous 2 games, I've tended to try and solve all the badge stuff on my first playthrough of a mission. Even though I don't know what they are. So I'll look at a map and I'll be like, ooh, there's a lot of islands on this one. Maybe there's a badge for never stepping in the water. So I'll fanny around and just not do that, and it makes the mission 3 times as long. And yeah, it turns out it generally wasn't necessary. So, long distance prodding. Provoke a prognosticator over a distance of 15 meters. Cool. And we actually did that pretty quickly, so maybe we'll try and recruit that other DLC character. Whole lot of islands still left to explore. Definitely going to be coming back here a few times, but it's a good looking island. I like the look of it. The lack of bushes and whatnot around most of it make for a different type of challenge. So Lady would have been very helpful, but turns out she wasn't necessary. And yeah, Yuki got the most kills because she's the best. Well done, little bird. Oh, and Afia died once, but we won't talk about that. I suppose we've got another bit of crew tail to unlock as well. And we can unlock an upgrade. Come then, Afia, let's go and have a look at what we've got
Always
on
move forward.
option, shall we?
animals.
Oh, we've got some
Got any
banter with
favourites?
Teresa as well. So, Vigor level 1. We've got 1 Vigor token. Grand Blink has limited uses. We're not using Blink a lot. Wonder Dust Reverse. That sounds very useful, moving guards towards us. But we can kind of do that with Quentin. The Cackling Cockle. The sound of the cockle lures guards in, but they won't pick it up. So is that just basically the skull, except it doesn't get picked up? Or is it a different, separate ability that the guards don't even need to see because it just lures them on a sound radius? Iron Judgment allows... Oh my god, this is huge. I was going to say the next time I played as Teresa, it'd be nice if you could just put her up somewhere high and then she could just shoot people for you. But she can't because she has to collect her own ash. But now anyone can collect the ash for her. That's amazing. I'm not even futzing around thinking about this. We're just taking that. Upgraded Teresa seems extremely amazing. I know it's the DLC characters don't appear to have any upgrades, but I mean Yuki doesn't really need one. She's already pretty strong.
I don't know. What do you think, Kuma?
And now that we've upgraded Teresa, she's having a bit of bants with Yuki by the look of it.
Aye.
Should we go and chat with her?
Teresa, may I ask, how did Mordecai get you to join his crew?
He didn't do anything. I decided to take up roost here. I wanted to see this upstart captain and his fate-meddling ship for myself.
I guess they had a few things to say about that.
Mordecai didn't protest. Not that it would have swayed me. I was actually a bit annoyed that he got used to me so quickly. The Marley was more what I expected. Not too fond of my scrutinizing gaze on her soul.
Or all that tobacco ash on my deck.
Fair.
Leave a woman her vices, will you? Anyway, I would have left after a year. Or 10. Only Mordecai roped me in.
Who wouldn't want a famous Inquisition deserter in their crew?
You sound just like him. Always trying to charm me, the old codger.
Maybe
Do you
fancied you.
regret staying?
I have enough regrets for a lifetime. And despite my best efforts, I've grown attached to this crew. Just don't tell anyone. Got it?
My lips are sealed.
Yeah. She's an interesting character, I think, Teresa, being a
I'll be there.
thingamajig, deserter. Now, Salady got some bants as well.
Ship doctor?
Ah, here for your checkup?
Checkup?
Every member of the crew needs to be checked to see what they're made of. You're actually the first one to come voluntarily, considering all the probing I have to do.
Yes.
Yeah, we didn't
I meant to have the checkup right now,
ask to
but
be
something
probed.
very urgent has come up. You know, charting courses and such.
Sure. Just remember, I'll get you eventually. I'm just kidding. But yeah, come on over sometime. It'll be fun.
I'm sure it will. See you, lady.
Bye, girl.
Okay, as long as she doesn't actually want to probe us, then I guess we're fine. Now, we need to collect some soul energy still, but yeah, we'll worry about that later. We've got a crew tail to do as well, so... I'm not sure if Yuki's going to have a crew
Yes,
tail.
here.
Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't look as though anything changes when we select her, whereas if we select, say,
I knew
Teresa,
this would come.
a new case, converse with the Marley. Let's do Teresa's tail next.
Sharpshooter. A problem requires your attention.
Does it now?
One of the skellies was found on deck, motionless.
Oh no.
Someone is using them for target practice again?
No, it's not waking up. You should investigate.
I'll take care of it.
Well, we can't have that. We need our skellies. So, where is our skelly friend? Is it that? It looks like it's that.
Change in position.
It's got chalk outline and everything. And some sort of grog.
The scene of the crime. Let's see what we can find.
Yeah, that feels like grog there.
Yecho, yecho.
Has someone come up with a new recipe that the skellies can't cope with?
A table? No other mugs? Victim drank alone. The crow flies. The victim. Skeleton, normal build, all bones accounted for and intact. Hey, you! Doesn't react to sensory stimulation. Its soul remains.
Yeah, let's
I
check
see
this
where
mug.
this is going. Broken mug on the floor. Likely the victim's. The deck is damp with some of the contents. It didn't finish. The salty air and the soul-infused wood of the Marley should have cleansed the dampness right away. That was not mere rum. This drink has been tampered with. Current evidence points towards adulterated rum. I'll have to convene with Pete and the Nameless One. They're the ones overseeing the distribution of rum rations.
Right, off we go then. They are up the back here somewhere. So let's have a chat with
Fate be our judge.
Cranium friends. What you got to say for yourself, Skulls?
Pete! Pete! Look. Huh? What? It's the Crow! Don't you see her? No, I don't see anything. Wait, no, that's not me. She's the blind one.
Very
Good gag, Pete.
entertaining, as usual. Business is going good?
Good. Tell her, Pete. How are the numbers looking? Most of them are round. Others are a bit squared at the moment.
Oh, I'll make it short for you. We've got poisoned rum on deck. You're the ones responsible for the rum's purity, so I'd advise you to cooperate unless you want to stand trial.
A trial? Pete, please, no. Nothing is longer than a trial.
I'll let the Marley know about your testimony.
I mean, they didn't really testify so much as they said they're just not going to tell us much because they don't want a trial. But
Let's
hey
get
ho,
a better view.
we'll interrogate everyone if we have to. It's the kind of thing a former Inquisitor might want to do.
Greetings, ship.
What have you found, Crow?
Can we cut through the act where you pretend you haven't witnessed all that's happened here?
Do you notice every itch and every scratch that irritates your skin?
I do.
Well, yeah,
Please, indulge me.
they're
The
annoying.
victim drank poisoned rum.
Pete and the Nameless One are involved again. It was a rash call by the captain to make them oversee the rum.
Well, it was either them or our well-trusted quartermaster.
Sometimes you're stuck between a lull and a treacherous stream. I presume you've talked to them already. What did they say?
They're concerned with the length of the trial and the shape of numbers.
Just what you expect from them then.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Yeah,
I also took the mug that held the afflicted fluids. I'll have to investigate it more, which will take time. I'll get back to you once I've found something.
it's a shame these crew tales don't involve interaction between different crew members. Because, like, Salady could probably help us with that. She's
My
a doctor,
sword
she
is
can
razor
examine it,
sharp.
see if there's anything suspicious going on. But we may not have unlocked Salady at this point, so she can't help us. So, yeah. Either way, should we grab a DLC character?
Well, well.
The Red Marley and its acclaimed navigator. You two have created quite a stir in the ranks of the Inquisition.
He's well spoken.
Therefore, I invite the pair of you and your motley crew to my lair. I have insights into the workings of the Inquisition, which I'm sure you'll find useful. And should you come, I may even share some of them with you. You'll find a new marking on your map. I, Zagan, send my regards.
Zagan. It's part cursed with his skeletal arm.
Where have I heard that name before?
Part Inquisition
You might have heard of Zagan the Apostate.
with his maiden firearm.
The renegade prognosticator who shot himself with a black pearl.
Ah, there we go.
Correct.
Well, sounds interesting enough. Why don't we take a peek at this lair of his and see what he's all about?
I suppose if he holds half the knowledge he's promising, there might be value to a meeting. But let's stay on our guard. If his reputation holds up, he could be a dangerous foe.
Then he'll fit right in. Let's get there.
Okay, so we don't get him straight away, unlike Yuki. We're going to have to go and visit his island.
I like
So I think that's about all we want to do today then. Although, solving the riddle. Talk to Virgilio. He's back.
My, look at you. You'd think you've been in the Marley's crew for years.
Jealous, are we?
Oh, on the contrary, I'm quite content to remain under the Marley's notice.
Come join the crew.
I get the feeling you distrust her.
It'll be fun.
Trust is not the issue, Signora. Alas, I forget you are still playing the game blind.
So why don't you educate me about the rules?
But what fun would that be? All pieces are on the board. Observe the game. Learn what moves to make.
And if I don't?
That would be telling. A presto, Signora.
A presto. Virgilio.
Now we're getting somewhere.
And now it is in fact time for the end of this episode, I believe. So we've got a couple of DLC missions, but next time we're going to go to the Isle of Penance. We're going to pick up some soul energy and one of the relics we need. And then we're going to revive another crewmate. And I think I've decided who that will be. But until then, thanks for watching, friends.